What is going on, everybody? I felt good today. Today was productive. I still got some more work to catch up on, but uh, I needed to take a break after being up and moving and going and going and going. Not really getting a lot of rest last night, and being take care of business all day. After business all day, every day. You kind of want to kick back and take a little take a little mental break, get your mind off stuff. If not for an hour or 2 hours, but I'm not gonna be on here that long. But guess what we're doing? So guess what we're doing, boys and girls. But this is gonna be current events. Um, you have to the left of me or the right, whichever one this camera is doing. I don't really know. I keep forgetting. You have a creepazoid, and I wanted to discuss it because apparently it's a local topic of discussion. A couple more things I want to talk about. Probably three different things, and then I was gonna get off of here. And today I got a new friend, Gatorade. But yeah, I told y'all why I like to drink while I'm streaming because my throat dries up while I'm talking. It gets like super dry. I don't know why, but it's a creepazoid, and I wanted to talk about Black Spring Break. So because we have creeps out here that do things, and they tend to get away with it because from not understand it's not his first time doing this, but we'll get to it. I don't know why there's so many creeps out here, man. Why would you peep in a women's stall? Um, and I'm doing this because hopefully it'll automatically choose it as a thumbnail. Because normally how I start the stream, it'll do that. I'm doing it on purpose. Cause I want everyone to know that he's a creepazoid. But without further ado, let's uh let's find out what he did to be a creepazoid. I couldn't find a video of this, so I have to read it. But the rest of them, other two are actually news stories where I can read. So you won't be bored for too long. I'll try not to make this boring. It won't be. I don't think so. I don't think it will. I don't think it is. But you never know. It says, D'Iberville, Mississippi, WLOX. According to D'Iberville police, a man was arrested Wednesday for looking on the stalls in the women's restroom at Walmart because he's a creepazoid. He's a loser. He's one of those guys that has. Why are you in the women's restroom first off? What makes you bold enough to go in a women's restroom and stupid enough and ridiculous enough and dumb enough, crazy enough, weird enough, creepy enough to go in a women's restroom? I'm not really understanding. Uh, Chief Shannon Nobles announced the arrest of 20-year-old Jesler Gerald Perez from loser dumpster fire Perez, loser dumpster fire creepazoid Perez from what? I'm not reading that. I don't even know. I can't even pronounce that crap. The Iowa police officers responded to a complaint of an individual in the female restroom in the Walmart uh, on Shingori, whatever it is, Shingori Boulevard at around 8:30 p.m. Cause they got weird names, man. Shangori. What is that? No was announced 20 year old from what? Oh yeah, Guatemala. Mine's playing a trick on me. For the 3 counts. Okay. Yeah, my mind's playing a trick on me. He's from Guatemala, so he's not from here. He's doing dumb crap. Y'all know I can't hardly read. It's okay. I can, but still when I run into weird words, weird pronounced words catch me off guard. Delaware police officer responded to a complaint to an individual in the female restroom in a Walmart on Shangori Boulevard at around 8:30 p.m. See these weird words? Wednesday. No, 8:30. Yeah, 8:30 p.m. Why are you in the women? That's just weird, man. When the officers got there, they spoke with a parent who said her daughter and 2 other girls went to the restroom, and while they were in the stall, they first saw what appeared to be a male feet in the stall next to them. And you know they can see you, and you're in the stall, peeping and spying. That's just freaking. And you have girls in there, have kids because God forbid if something happened to somebody up in there, it'd been hell on wheels because ain't no way. If I had a daughter and some dude, some creepy guy is in the freaking restroom and something happened to her, they'd be trying to they be trying to post my bail or something. I have people trying to get my bail me out of prison. They send me straight to prison for what I do to him. One is observed the male looking under the stall he was in. That's freaking creepy, dude. You're a freaking bastard, man. You're a horrible bastard. What's wrong with you, man? Looking under the stall? That's just sick, dude. The girls ran out of the bathroom and to tell her. Then she went into the restroom and opened the stall to find a Hispanic male in the process of uh, securing his pants. He he's a horrible bastard. A patron of the store heard the commotion coming from the restroom, and upon checking, he was told of the incident by a parent. He then denied the individual. He did detained. What's wrong with me? Maybe I need to clean my glasses off. Maybe that's what it is. Because apparently something's wrong with me today. Don't know what this is. Okay, that's much better. So, Hispanic male in the process of securing his pants. A patron of the store heard a commotion coming from the restroom, and upon checking, he was told of the incident by the parent, and then he detained the individual later, identified as Perez, and then held him until law enforcement arrived because he's a horrible bastard and he deserves whatever he gets. But he probably was set free because this wasn't his first time, apparently, from other stories. This wasn't his first time being a loser, being a weirdo creepazoid. Um, After the initial investigation, Perez was taken into custody and transported to the D'Iberville Police Department. Perez was subsequently charged with 3 counts of voyeurism and an immigration and customs enforcement. ICE detainer was placed on him. because he's an idiot weirdo. Because who in their right mind would freaking do this garbage? He was looking under the stall. Like, really? He was looking under the stall. I don't know what his problem was. Perez was taken to the Harrison County Adult Detention Center where he faces a total bond of $75,000 set by Harrison County Justice Court Judge Albert Fountain and held with no bond on the ICE detainer pending an initial appearance. He's just a whack job, man. He looks under the stalls. I mean, like, who does that? Who does that garbage? Yeah, just put him back on the screen. Put this weirdo back on the screen. Because, anyway. I don't know if I'm dehydrated or what. But, yeah, he's just, this is terrible. And one thing I read where he was supposedly pleasuring himself while he was spying on the girls, and that was kind of weird. That's really weird. That's scary. That's creepy. You can't, man. These are kids, man. He's just spying on little girls. What kind of creepazoid, dude? You're a horrible person, bro. Now, get this weirdo off my screen. We're gonna, without further ado, we're not talking about this weirdo anymore. I don't want him on my screen no more. He's a horrible bastard. But anyway, we're gonna talk about Black Spring Break. Why? Because they said we couldn't have it, but yeah, they're trying to have it anyway. I saw an article where they're trying to have it anyway, but we're gonna go over it and stuff. I don't know what's wrong with my throat. I don't know, cause I was feeling bad the other day. And my throat was just always dry. It's been dry for the past 3 or 4 days. It's just weird. But let's get into Black Spring. Let's get into some actual video stuff because we ain't gonna read the whole time. That ain't what we about anymore. We used to. But I had some cool background music with me. But see, we ain't doing. I'll figure out how to do that during a live stream. It ain't. It's probably ain't nothing to it. I'm just too lazy to do the research and find out.
It's Monday. Spring Break's major event in Biloxi is now in question after its special event request was denied.
A hearing to possibly overturn that decision is scheduled for tomorrow. Noah Noble is closely following this story, speaking with both city officials and event organizers.
And he joins us live now with the latest details. So Noah, what's the update?
Well, Biloxi's Black Spring Break is less than a month away, yet organizers don't know if they're going to be able to hold a major event here in Biloxi.
And the keyword Black Spring Break, they have other events here, like Cruising the Coast and Scraping the Coast and all kind of other events that are very similar to Black Spring Break, but they still have this, but just we'll get into why I think their excuse is baloney, because they have all kind of other events, but for some reason they don't want Black Spring Break here. They deny that, but they approve everything else. And I find that to be very weird and strange, but let's just hear their reasoning.
City's Special Events Committee voted unanimously to deny the application, citing concerns over parking and security. But one of the major points of contention is its proposed location.
Their application that they submitted shows that 2450 Beach Boulevard is a part of the event. Mm-hmm. You know, even though in their language, they're saying that we're not specifically having an event on the Schuler property, There's no way you can separate the two.
Black Spring Break wants to hold its event on the beach in Biloxi and lists 2450 Beach Boulevard as its address. That's the empty lot next to Surf Style. It's owned by Schuller Holdings, and in previous years, the land is rented to vendors and offers additional parking. But in the special event application, Black Spring Break did not have permission from Schuller to host vendors or parking on that land, even though they only plan to hold official events on the beach.
If the events are being held on the beach on the south side of Highway 90, but yet the booths, the vendors, and parking and everything else is on the other side, you've got that constant back and forth across Highway 90 that disrupts traffic, that creates safety issues for not only the people that are there, but also for our police department to have to get in there and maintain.
How would this?
But they, that's for every event they have down here. I mean, you can go to Biloxi Beach at certain times of the year without an event, and it's still like that. So, I mean, we'll get into why. But this guy has a good question. This guy has a really good question, and he brings up the same point I'm bringing up.
Be any different than cruising the coast, where there's traffic concerns there as well and parking?
Well, based on what we were presenting.
Because cruising the coast has even more traffic, has even more parking issues. Cruising the coast, it's people they're in town for days, and they kind of don't be wanting to leave really. They stay in town well into Sunday, Monday, and all of that, and it's traffic everywhere, from Gulfport all the way to Biloxi. So I mean, yeah, but
Presented with, they did not submit an adequate parking plan for the property, and that was one of the omissions that we put into our letter, where we actually denied, the special event application.
Following the mass shooting at last year's Black Spring Break, Biloxi is also worried its police department will not have enough extra officers to maintain an event that draws 20 to 30,000 people to South Mississippi.
In the past, we've had.
now that's the meat of the thing. Instead of saying that, they made up some harebrained excuse. Now, if you're concerned about it because of the mass shooting, then if that's your concern, then why not open with that instead of, we're the parking and this and that. But if the mass shooting is a concern, then this thing I want to talk about with that. You have a lot of people come from out of town down here to cause ruckus and act a fool and act stupid and go right back where they came from. That's really not Gulfport and Biloxi doing that stuff. It's jackholes from out of town that's coming in and shooting up people and starting trouble and acting crazy. It's not even us that's doing the garbage. It's people from out of town always, because you don't hear mass shootings all the time around here. It may happen sometimes, but it's not like that. That's what I've noticed at these events, because you have buttholes from out of town causing trouble, causing mayhem, because they don't know anything. Just like what Mardi Gras, people were acting a fool and acting crazy, because it's a lot of kids that aren't being raised, that aren't being parented properly. They just run the streets, run rampant, run crazy. You have a lot of teenagers with drug problems, teenagers that are alcoholics and addicts and have gun charges, teenagers that break in people's houses and stuff. And it's a lot of junk, man. It's just a lot of foolishness. So on one end, I can understand the concern, because it's just, I heard about the mass shooting. A policeman got shot. They were shooting police officers. People were acting, it just doesn't make any sense why whenever we get together, they just decide they want to shoot up everything for some reason. We decided we just want to grab guns, and like I've always said before, I don't think everyone needs to have a gun. They need to be evaluated constantly. if you're gonna have a gun, because these people are maniacs, man. They're freaking maniacs. When they get mad, if you make them mad, they go to their car and pull out a gun. These are some freaking weirdo bastards, man.
Adequate numbers of officers that have come from other jurisdictions to assist us. And this year, at the time that we met, there were only 7 people that.
Like I always said, this generation is one of the worst that have ever came out, because I've never seen so many people that just grab guns. I've always said that, and I'm still standing on it. I mean, they get angry, this argument break out, they just want to pow, pow, pow. And it's not even older people doing it. It's like 14-year-olds. How the hell do you have a gun at 13 years old, 14 years old, freaking 12 years old? What the heck's wrong with these people?
Had agreed to come.
Now, I called Schuller Holdings to find out if they're renting their property behind me here to anybody during Black Spring Break weekend, but so far I haven't received a call back. Hugh?
Okay, so Noah, if this application denial is upheld during tomorrow's hearing, what will that mean to the thousands of people who are already planning to come for the weekend?
Well, I asked Jerry Creel about that, and he said that the Sand Beach here is under Harrison County's authority, so Black Spring Break weekend, or Black Spring Break, the organization could get an event application approved to host their event here on the beach. But if it starts creating issues here on Highway 90 with parking and traffic, the city would have to step in and intervene. Now, I will be at that hearing tomorrow to find out what happens. Live in Biloxi, I'm Noah Noble for WLOX News Now.
Yeah, WLOX News Now. Let's see. Let's see what they did. Where's the update?
Tired of having to stream in 720p in StreamYard or having to pay more to get 1080p quality? We got you. Start
Joining us on this Tuesday.
StreamYard kind of sucks, by the way. They charge too much. And there's other platforms that are cheaper and have better quality streaming. You could stream to multiple. I like the whole thing about it, but I mean, it just, I don't really. I could do. It's better. I found better. This is actually better than StreamYard, honestly. Twitch is better than StreamYard. Twitch Studio is way better. I'm using the videos and uploading them. I'd rather just use these videos and upload it everywhere else. Honestly.
Night. New developments at this hour on a story we've been following closely. Biloxi City Council denying Black Spring Break special event application appeal. It was a 3-hour-long meeting, leaving what seems to be more questions than answers. Noah Noble was in City Hall as that decision came down, and he joins us.
There go your boy again.
Live. Noah, what does this mean for organizers moving forward?
Well, Jennifer, as a whole, Black Spring Break is still happening the weekend of April 12th. There's still going to be.
Oh yeah, you don't stop them from. Now, I would say there should be some rules and regulations in place instead of just having people just come out with because I don't think weapons should be allowed out there. It's just weird, man. Because we don't know how to. We're too emotional. I love black people. I love my people, man. But we're too emotional, man. We a lot of us don't need guns. Not even being prejudiced about it. We don't need guns because we're too emotional. We get angry and just want to shoot somebody because we didn't agree with what they said to us. We don't like what they told us, or we didn't like. We don't. I mean, it's crazy. We get real emotional. We get out of whack, all emotional, and then it's a lot of times it's the men. Our men are so emotional. We're just like really extremely emotional. And I just never hadn't seen this before, man. In the generation. This generation, we just have a bunch of really extremely emotional men. And they don't know how to control or handle their emotions. So instead of really actually controlling and handling them and dealing with them, they just rather pop a cap at somebody. And we just got to chill the heck out when it comes to that stuff. And I'm not even saying it to be prejudiced or none of that. We're kind of crazy when it comes to that. We gotta learn how to chill out. We gotta learn how to. If you that upset, if you get that mad at an event, you might need to stay in the house, man. It ain't that serious. There ain't no argument that serious where you have to fight or jump on somebody or get violent. Because I've seen altercations that immediately get violent for no reason. And it just doesn't even call for that. You have so many adults that's just freaking unhinged and can't control their emotions, throw hissy fits and tantrums and have the minds of children. But it's dangerous because when they have a gun in their hand, that's really dangerous. They're throwing a temper tantrum with a pistol or with a gun. It's just, and it could get very deadly. It could get really dangerous when you have emotional people that are doing this stuff. And like I said, I ain't saying it out of hate or none of that. It's just what it is. It's what I've seen and stuff. Now, if you got a counter argument, yeah, post it in the comments. But speaking of that, hit the buttons and support the channel, support the radio station, Tito's Entertainment, support the page, YouTube channel, Facebook page. Said it backward, but you know what I mean. If you got a counter argument, let me know. If you got another perspective, let me know. I'd be glad to hear it. But it's just what I've seen. You got we're just so emotional, man. We got to learn how to control that better than us just firing off at the handle and wanting to unalive somebody. I'm saying unalive because this is going on YouTube, and you have to say these things because everyone's sensitive now.
Parties at clubs in Biloxi and Gulfport. There's still going to be that event at the Coliseum. This whole ordeal was about one specific group that organizes during Black Spring Break. It's called Mississippi Black Spring Break. And that group wanted to have a party on the beach in Biloxi across from the Schuler lot, which is that vacant lot next to Surf Style. And it's where vendors typically set up, and they usually have parking there. The denial of the special event was upheld in a 5-2 decision by Biloxi City Council. So what does that mean? Well, it basically means that vendors will not be allowed to set up on the Schuler lot. They can use that lot for parking, but they just can't charge for it. And as for Nick Brundridge, who heads up Mississippi Black Spring Break, he can still host his events on the beach. He just can't charge for them. Of course, the beach is public property, so anybody can use them. But the bigger issue here is the special events ordinance itself. It passed in October of 2023, and this was the first real test of it. And by the end of the 3-hour meeting, there was definitely more questions than answers. And one of the big issues that Nick Brundridge brought up was...
And the reason why I stayed on the gun crap so long because of the next video that I have. So I'm not just randomly spewing out crap. It's because of the next story I'm going to cover. And this one just so happened to mention the mass shooting from last year. And it just, every time I hear about it, and I'm not saying we're the only ones that do gun violence, because hello, we got people that shoot up whole entire schools, whole entire movie theaters and crap. I call them out too. If you look at my previous streams, I call them out too. Anyone that does this garbage, I've had whole news story, a whole podcast on all races and sizes, Hispanic, black, white. It don't matter. I don't care who you are. If you're doing dumb stuff, I'm calling you out. Heck, I even called myself out. I did 2 entire streams on my past douchebag shenanigans. So ain't nobody safe. So I mean, it is what it is. It's just who I am. I'm just gonna be as real as I can be, even when it comes to myself. So it's just the way it has to be. It's the only way it is to be. Cause why be fake and stuff? Why act? Why? I mean, why not? Why not just be real and genuine? But if they do have it, I hope we act better this time without the shooting and the violence and the bull crap. I'm all for us coming together, having events and doing things. I just wish we would not act crazy, especially people from out of town. If you're coming from out of town, leave your Glock in the hotel room or somewhere else. Don't bring it to the event like a maniac and then get mad when someone bumps into you or steps on your shoe, and then you want to pop off and unalive somebody because you're too emotional to function in public. Just please, if you're too emotional, you can't control your emotions, please don't come, because we're tired of this stuff. We're tired. We want something. We want something, guys. We want to come together and be able to have fun without stupid stuff happening. We want to actually have places where we can go and come together, and for recreational activities, for be recreational or whatever the case may be, without people being maniacs. We just gotta stop being maniacs. Gotta stop being stupid about this stuff. Have to stop doing this stuff. We come out with guns a blazing, wanting to cause trouble, want to act crazy. I'm not, like I said, I'm not. I'm all black. I'm all for black people. Dead serious, but that don't mean I'm not gonna call out the crap. I ain't gonna act like we just the best people on earth. No, we. Yeah, our stuff does stink. We just gotta understand that. We have to stop doing these things, being so emotional when it comes to these events and stuff. Someone doesn't like, you don't like what someone says, and you decide you want to get violent because you don't like what they said to you. That's just weird, man. That's just too it's not that serious. It doesn't have to escalate to that point. You got people that's too old for this in their 40s, and like I said, he's got a lot of young ones, but it's a lot of old people that do this crap too, and we got to stop it. We got to learn better ways, man. We can't keep doing this over and over.
Was that he never even filled out a special event application because the city doesn't have one. When he met with police in February to discuss.
But I'm all for it. I hope they do this event, and I hope it's a success. I always hope it is. I really do. But I just don't like when we act crazy, man. I just wish we would have a successful event without some stupid stuff going down.
Discuss his plans.
Or without a fight or something, because every year was something going on, and we just gotta do better when it comes to that.
He filled out a parade route sheet, which basically just showed where he wanted to have his event and what kind of events he's going to be hosting.
And as I said, if you have another opinion or perspective, feel free to comment. And whether it's on YouTube, on Facebook, just feel free to comment, because you may see something or know something that I don't know. I'm just speaking from my perspective. There could be many perspectives on this, because I'm not the only person on earth. So, hey, just make a comment or something.
A bikini contest, co-ed football, that kind of thing. But all of this is to say that this 3-hour-long meeting really showed some cracks in the foundation of the special events ordinance. And I think in the coming weeks, we're going to see Biloxi take a step back and start reassessing how the special event ordinance works, because there was definitely issues from the city, but also from organizers, and just a lot of kinks that need to be worked out, honestly. There was a lot discussed during this 3-hour meeting. We're going to try to bring you some of those details in the morning. Live in Biloxi, I'm Noah Noble for WLOX News Now.
WLOX News Now. Okay. They're going to have spring break, but it's going to be, they won't do the vendors and all that kind of stuff. Listen, I'm all for it. I hope they have a success. I just don't want the bullcrap that they had last year, because when I heard about the shooting, I knew it was going to be a problem this year because of that garbage. Because people don't want that. People don't want a police officer got shot last time. Every year it got crazier and crazier. The 4th of July stuff, whenever we have stuff down there, it's always crazy. People get to fighting. Man, we got to stop this stupid stuff. We got to stop being so dumb. I love us, but we just got to stop it. For instance, this is one I wanted to talk about, because we got to stop. And this is about our one about teenagers.
3 teenage suspects could face the death penalty for an alleged murder of a 6-year-old boy, according to authorities in Mississippi.
Because they're freaking crazy. No one raised them, and no one taught them anything. No one taught them anything. They're teenagers. Why do they have killing on their mind, or unaliving? Why do I have to say these stupid words? Why can't we just talk like we want to talk? But my YouTube channel is small anyway. No one really cares because it's probably gonna get like 4 views, 5 views, or something like that. No one's gonna see this, so who cares? I've been talking crazy for the past 2 years, and ain't nobody seen it yet, so it's not gonna matter. My stuff don't even get. All they do is put age restriction on it, so it don't matter. To heck with it. If it gets whatever, because on my radio station I got all types of stuff on there. It's podcasts, and it's not sugarcoated at all. None of it stuff. Now I'm not on there yet, but because I like doing it live. I like live streaming. I could do a radio show pretty easily. I will probably start back, but I like this better for right now. I'm gonna get to that when I have the time, but it takes a little more finesse to put a radio show together. You gotta get your tracks and your music and all this. I know how to do it. It just takes a little more. When I was doing Terrell Speaks, it takes a lot more effort to do that versus just live streaming and talking smack live on the air. I'd rather do that. I'd rather just do that. You look up your stories and you just go, man. I like doing that. I like that better versus trying to come up with putting the whole show together, getting the music right, and all. I just like this better. I might, like I said, I may go back to the regular podcast, but I like doing it live so much better, so much fun. So we get to see the stories versus me just reading it. Now you know I'm not just not making this crap up. You can see this stuff.
Police took all 3 into custody after an Amber Alert was issued on Thursday morning.
We have 3 individuals in custody for these crimes. They are currently here in the detention center at Madison County. They'll all be charged with capital murder at this time.
6-year-old King.
They see that, and why would they do that to him? What in God's name would possess teenagers to do that to this boy here? Now these parents, his parents will never see him again or hear from him again because they decided they wanted to be maniacs. This is what I'm talking about. When I went on my rant about having guns and 15-year-olds and kids and all this stuff, this is what I was talking about. People are crazy, man.
Vincent Frazier was last seen early Thursday when his mother went shopping at a local grocery store. Law enforcement officials say a man was seen on video stealing the car while the boy was inside. His body was discovered in the back seat of his mother's stolen car about 15 miles north of the store. The Madison County coroner confirming Frazier died of multiple gunshot wounds.
People are just freaking weird. Hold on, did they say he stole the car? They stole the car? Hold on.
Early Thursday when his mother went shopping at a local grocery store. Law enforcement officials say a man was seen on video stealing the car while the boy was
They're going to steal the car.
inside. They're
going to steal the car and kill the boy. Oh, I'm sorry, unalive the boy. Screw it. They killed the boy because they are freaking maniacs. They deserve whatever they get. I don't care how old they are or young they are. They deserve the death penalty. You can say what you want. You can believe how you feel, but if you're 12 years old and you unalive somebody, you deserve what you get. You need to be taken off the streets. I don't care, because I don't believe in giving people chances that do this kind of stuff to people. You can be 15, you can be 20. I really don't care about giving people chances. They need to be. You know how I feel about this kind of stuff. Because it's ridiculous here. You have people that this is crazy, man. They stole her car and then unalive this boy. That's just sickening, man. These people need to be tied to a truck and drug. That's what they need. That's what they deserve. I feel good. It feels good to be back. I'm glad I'm back. They need to be tied to a truck and drug for miles. Live on the air, so everybody can see it, and we'll see how many other people do this. Try to decide they want to do this. See, we got to cut down on this kind of stuff. This is how you cut down on crime. You can't just we'll go to the court. Some things don't need a trial. Some things you just need to handle it. We need to handle it ourselves. Some things the city or the state or the county, they just need to handle it themselves. Need to tie them to a truck and drag them for miles until they whatever happens. Let's let whatever happen. Or put them in a cage with a bunch of dogs and record it live. See what happens. Because these people sicken me. How could you do that to a 6-year-old child? That's freaking sickening, man. You're crazy. You're a horrible bastard if you do this kind of stuff to kids.
Body was discovered in the back seat of his mother's stolen car about 15 miles north of the store. The Madison County coroner confirming Frazier died of multiple gunshot wounds.
This is the worst.
Multiple. You're going to do it multiple. You're going to shoot him multiple times. You're just a freak. Y'all are just freaking. You're a freaking sick, sadistic psychopath. Who, if I was their parents, I would disown them. I'm dead serious. If my child did this to somebody, I would completely disown them. I would say, I don't even have kids. I don't have a son. That's what I would tell them if they did this. Because how could you be this? How could you do this? I know I sound mean. But listen. Look at this. Look at this kind of stuff here. There's no redemption for some people. Some people are irredeemable. They need the death penalty. They need whatever they get. I don't care if you take them back to Hitler's time and put them in a gas chamber. I don't care what you do to them after this kind of garbage.
Thing to wake up. We've been looking.
And this is the kind of reaction their family's gonna have forever. That's the aunt. But anyway, this is what happens when you're a freaking psychopath.
For him for 9 hours. We've ridden every neighborhood in Jackson.
A court hearing for all 3 suspects is scheduled for May 22nd.
They just don't deserve court. They deserve whatever they get. They deserve to be dropped off in the middle of Russia. And that's one of the coldest places you can live in. Just dropped off there. That's what they deserve.
In Canton, Mississippi, Willie James Inman, Fox News.
If you stay ready, you ain't got to.
No, Next Insurance is terrible. They're horrible. And when was this? When did this story come out? When did this crap come out? 'Cause that's freaking terrible, man. They deserve whatever they get for that crap. And this was an old one. I don't even care. Oh, that's another story. Where we at?
3 teenage
No, where we at? Okay, this is the newest one. Okay. So, yeah, because I just have to look at stuff like that because people are terrible, man. People are just freaking horrible. Anyway, that is all I wanted to cover for today. I just wanted to do a current event stream because I saw that. It says old news, but Okay. Let's see. Let me see. Let me pull this one up too, cause one of them I was gonna look at. If it's in the thing, no, that's from a year ago. Why are these in the? Why are these so old? Anyway, guess I don't have anything for that. That stuff is old. How old is this story? That's the one I was looking for. Now, that's the one I was looking for, because these people are terrible. Why don't they have videos for this crap? Okay. 3 Mississippi teens ages 15, 16, and 17 charged with murder of middle schooler fourth at large. Fourth one still at large. Okay. Cameron Home, 14, was shot multiple times. March 25th, according to police. This is another one I wanted to bring up. That was the other one was an older one, but this one is another one because you have horrible bastards out there. And yeah, I continue to rest my case. Sasky Crawford, 15, Maxie Monahan, 16, and John Foot, 17, are each charged with murder. Monahan is additionally charged with tampering with evidence in connection to Cameron's killing, and for being a terrible, horrible, terrible, no good, very bad individual, for being just a piece of crap. The three teens are each charged as adults in case that could be elevated to capital charges. They deserve it. They deserve everything. And I don't care. They deserve everything they get. Whatever they get, they deserve it. If you threw them to the bottom of a lake with a boulder tied to their ankles, they deserve that too. Whatever his name is, Doodoo Draws was denied bond. The younger teens were each jailed on a $1.5 million bond. I see his name, but I refuse to say it because these guys, all their names are mud as far as I'm concerned. A middle school student in Mississippi was shot multiple times by a set of teenagers. Monday, police alleged the 14-year-old's mother says her son knew at least one of the suspects. Yeah. You know we're going to continue reading. What is this? I don't care about that. I don't care about that either. Okay. His body riddled with bullets. Cameron Homecook was pronounced dead at the South Jackson crime scene Monday. Police confirmed in a press release obtained by people. Yeah, that's the story I was looking for. I thought I found it, but that one is like a freaking year old, but who cares? It was still relevant to what I was talking about. I don't care. Don't matter. Sasky Crawford, 15, Maxwell Mud Doo-Doo Face draws. 16, and John, whatever his name is, I don't care. 17 are each charged with Cameron's murder. People is naming the teens because they are charged as adults in the case. They shouldn't name. They should call them all Mud and Doo-Doo draws, because no one cares what their names are at this point. They don't deserve names. Cameron, a student at Northwest Ranking Middle School, knew money booty man, who had previously attended the school, according to WAP News, a local outlet which interviewed Cameron's mother, Violet Holm, standing outside a Jackson police. Oh Lord God, Jackson, one of the worst places you could live. Like Memphis, it's one of the worst places you could live. They're terrible. It's terrible in these places. People just run rampant. You can't even stop at a stoplight in these places. It's just god awful. It's just terrible. It's just horrible. You can't even stop at a stoplight without fearing for your life. And I understand when police are handle people kind of crazy. I honestly get it, because I understand, because folks, is just ridiculous. Folk don't know how to act. This is what goes on out here. This is what you're dealing with. You don't know if the person you're going to approach is a killer or not. People are crazy now. People are so insane. Standing outside of Jackson Police Station, Holm alleged that Booty Man had picked up her son from a friend's house in Brandon, Mississippi, and driven him to neighboring Hinds County, where he was later unalived. In an interview Friday, Sam Brown of the Jackson Police Department told people that Booty Man had been the one who allegedly drove Cameron across county lines to state's capital. I'm going to keep calling him Booty Man. I'm not really sorry about it either, because he deserves death. What to keep up with latest crime coverage. This might be it. What is this? Okay, there per an affidavit received by the people, a Jackson detective claims that Footface of his malicious afterthought with deliberate design of effect that shot and killed Cameron multiple times with an unknown kind of refined. Took him and drove him across county lines and did that to him, unalived him. You're just a horrible bastard. You're a horrible bastard. Later, Booty Man, who is additionally charged with tampering with evidence in connection with Cameron's death, returned home and cleaned out his car, removing evidence of the crime Brown alleges to people. Police have not released a motive for the child's murder. It wasn't a motive, just hate, Cameron's mother told WAP. Just hate. No, just evil sadisticness. Just evil, just piece of crapness. Just sheer stupidity and psychopathism. Describing her son as fun, loving, and always cracking jokes. Why is it always the fun, loving people that this happens to? I want to know why. I just want someone please tell me why. Why does it always have to be the fun ones, the ones that don't really mess with people, the ones that are trying to be good, the ones that are trying to do things in life? Why do they have to be victims of people that are just freaking idiotic maniacs? Fun, always cracking jokes. Holmes said Cameron had been looking forward to starting high school next year. Well, he can't now because of some idiotic psychopath. Some stupid stuff just pisses you off. Booty Man. My bad. I spelled his name wrong. It's supposed to be Booty Man. Booty Man and Footface were arrested Wednesday per police. Doodoo Draws was apprehended a day later. A fourth unnamed suspect remains at large, Brown says. Home told WAP she had grilled Booty Man about her son's death prior to his arrest. He had plenty of chances to stop and call the police, and he didn't. She told the outlet, "Why would he do that if he's a freaking crazy, deranged psychopath? He's and just deserves to be thrown to the bottom of the lake with a boulder tied to his foot." I'm not even joking. He had plenty of chances to stop and call the police. He didn't. Okay. At this initial court appearance earlier this week, Booty Man's parents were tossed out of the courtroom per WAP after shouting that their son had been held up at gunpoint in the bull crap. They probably see, they ain't no better. That's why kids go out and do stupid stuff, because the parents are just buttholes. Parents are just ignorant, naive buttholes, and they don't care what their kids do. That's a good boy. That's a good little boy. No, he killed someone. You shut up and stop it. Stop being a butthole and understand that your child is a freaking psychopath maniac. Just stop it, man. We got to stop playing games like this. Why do black parents do this? Not saying all black parents, but why do y'all sit here and take up for your kids when they rob stores, when they shoot people, when they try to kill people, when they try to do stupid things like this? Why do y'all defend your kids when they do dumb stuff? Why do y'all defend y'all kids when they do psychopath, maniac, bullcrap stuff? Why y'all do it? Your son could rob 7 convenience stores in one night. Oh, that's a good boy. He didn't mean to do it. He's a fun love. Shut up. He needs to be in prison. He needs to be in jail. You're just too dumb to see it. You have to stop defending your kids when they do stuff like this. I can understand if they were hanging around the wrong person and wound up getting in trouble, but when you see them with weapons and stuff and opening fire in places and stuff like this, that's a good boy. No, that's a good person. My son would never. Shut up. Your son would shut up. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of parents defending these whacked out tail kids. These kids are maniacs, and the parents defend them. You try to discipline and say something to the child, and the parent, "Oh, you saying nothing to my child." No, that child need to be snatched up. Somebody needs to snatch them up, because you're not doing it. You're sure as heck not doing it. Somebody got to. You don't have enough sense to do it. So somebody got to say something to them, doggone it. They running around with unaliving people. But when somebody say something about it, you want to defend them. He was held up at gunpoint. Shut up. Just shut up. Man, it feels good to be back. It's clearly privileged. It's a clearly privileged child. Home told the outlet. No, he's a clearly psychopathic maniac. The way the parents just threw a temper tantrum because they can't get what they want. I wonder why the child is like that. Because the parents are worse. You know why your kids are out of control? Because you're worse than them. You taught them to do this crap. You taught them to be like these horrible bastards. You got children running around with firearms and crap. They have firearms. They're stealing cars and junk. 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds doing this stuff. How the hell do they get guns? And then the parents take up for them and defend them. You're just a jackhole. If you defend your child, that does this. You deserve to go right down with them. They should have locked the parents up. They should have gave the parents, okay, since you're defending this, you need to go to jail. You need the same sentence as your freaking child. How about that? Sick of this garbage. You got kids running around acting stupid and the parents taking up for it. They're co-signing it. That's a good boy. There's nothing wrong with him. If you believe that, then all of you all, the parent and the kids, need to be lined up in front of a firing squad. I know it sounds harsh, but I bet it'll stop all this bullcrap that's going on. I bet it'll stop the nonsense. You have to. We can't let this stuff go on. Stuff is stupid. You have people that they're not. They're letting their kids say and do anything. They let them just go run rampant, run wild and crazy. And then they take up for them when they do dumb stuff. When they unalive other people's kids. They cause harm in other people's lives. Breaking in houses and crap. This stuff is just not cool, man. This stuff is stupid. It's stupid and it needs to stop. Booty Man previously attended the private school in Jackson. The teen's father, Buster Booty Man, owns a wedding limousine rental company. He owns a wedding limousine rental company. Like I said, I always say, where the daddy at? But he's defending the garbage. What morons, man! Oh, this is a video. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch the video. By the way, we're gonna watch the video because I feel like doing it. At Footface's initial court appearance Wednesday, the 17-year-old housed at Jackson City Jail in an adult facility printed his name on an affidavit in Ingress asking that the court appointed lawyer be assigned to him according to municipal court filings reviewed by people. It was not immediately clear if Footface, Booty Man, and Crawfish Legs or whatever the heck his name is. I don't care what his name is. It's booty. It's Boo Boo Stains. Had yet pleaded to the charge of obtaining lawyers. Makes me sick to my stomach. What is this?
That's right. She's angry and determined to get answers and get justice. Investigators have charged 3 Rankin County teenagers in connection with a deadly Jackson shooting.
Oh, I'm glad there's a video. Good, thank God.
The victim, just 14 years old, Cameron Horn Crook, a student at Northwest Rankin Middle School.
Ready to go to the high school. Fun, loving, silly, always, cracking jokes, silly.
Now, I mean, it's always the good kids. I don't understand him.
Person. He wasn't perfect because no one's perfect and no teenager is perfect.
Police found Horn Crook shot to death Monday night at a house on Ridgecrest Drive in South Jackson.
That's my baby. That is my baby.
Thursday, a judge said bond.
That's this. Look at this. Just look at this piece of crap. This piece of garbage here. He's filth.
At $1.5 million for one of the suspects, 16-year-old Maxwell Mooneyham.
Booty Man.
He's now facing murder charges in the case. The family says Mooneyham picked up the teen
Booty Man
from a friend's house in the Brandon Reservoir area and brought him to Jackson.
Took him to Jackson with boys from Rankin County. How did they get on that side of Jackson, on that part of town?
Because they're psychopathic, maniac, pieces of trash. That's why.
They knew somebody. So The motive, we don't know.
They're pure garbage. That's the motive.
It wasn't a motive, just hate.
Just psychopathism.
Just hate.
Mooneyham is a former student at Northwest Rankin Middle School. Investigators say after Horncrook was killed, Mooneyham dumped his
How many times do I have to say booty man?
body on the street. They say he then drove back to Rankin County where he cleaned up his car and destroyed evidence.
Told that the person that picked my son up was his friend.
There's not a friend in there.
And that's
Never been a friend. They were a bunch of dipshit douchebags.
not his friend. Because when
I love this so much better than what I used to do. Oh my God, I'm glad I'm back.
I spoke with the person that picked my son up,
Just these are just filth, man. This is terrible. Why would you pick somebody, man? See, parents, don't let y'all kids go with weirdos. Please don't. Please stop letting them go with people like this. I want to give a public service announcement to any. You have no friends, okay? There are no friends, no such thing as friends anymore. You used to go and let your kids play with friends and go out different places. I'm not saying live in fear, but you see this story here. People coming from the other side of town, you got horrible bastards out there that don't care, have no regard for human life, have no regard for their own life. They're just pieces of garbage.
he lied. And he had plenty of chances to stop and call the police, and he didn't.
Of course he did. He's a psychopathic bastard. And I'm just sick of this kind of stuff.
During his initial appearance, Mooneyham's parents were kicked out of the courtroom. The ejection came after they shouted that someone held him at gunpoint.
It's clearly a privileged child. The way
He's clearly a piece of garbage.
that the parents just threw a temper tantrum because they can't get what they want.
17-year-old John Foote, also charged with murder in the case, now an angry and determined mom fighting to get justice.
I took care of my children. I take care of my children. I took care of Cameron, and I will take care of Cameron until I get him to his final resting place.
And it ain't just black parents that defend bad kids. It's other parents that do the same crap. You have I don't know why kids do this. I don't know why parents do this. We defend psychopath children. You have all races do this. I don't know why. It's weird and stupid. Because the parents are just like the kids. And it's just strange to me how parents can do this. How parents can defend kids that unalive people. There's no justifying that. There's no defense to that. Doesn't make any sense at all.
Now, in just a few moments, just moments ago, another suspect was before a judge on his initial court appearance. The judge setting a $1.5 million bond for a 15-year-old Forest Hill High School student. And we understand that JPD now searching for a fourth suspect in this murder, for which investigators have few answers. For now, we're live at JPD headquarters. Ross Adams, 16 WAPT News.
People are just crazy, man. People are weird. Anyway, that's enough. That's enough I can stomach for today, because you got weirdos out there. Stay away from weirdos. Stay away from just screwball stuff. That's pretty much all I had for today. I just felt like firing up a stream because I just wanted to take a break from all the just straight business all the time, all day, every day crap. I just wanted to take a load off for a minute and just do this. So, I mean, that's why I'm here. And, excuse me, got to let off some steam, so that's about it. I hope y'all have a wonderful, lovely day, night. Well, yeah, because it's nighttime. Yeah, hope y'all have a wonderful night, and yeah, we will we'll just pick up. If I do one tomorrow, I might do one tomorrow. I don't know, but we'll see. Let's see. But I hope y'all have a rest of your night. Good rest of your night. I'm probably going to bed because I hadn't slept. hadn't really had good sleep in a couple of nights, past couple of nights. So I'm probably going to bed and just gonna catch up on my work this weekend, tomorrow or something, whatever. Cause I hadn't I's be the tired man boss. So whatever I need to do, I just probably do it in the morning. Forget it. I probably I'll just do that. Cause man, y'all have a good night though. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all hit the like button, comment, subscribe on YouTube, comment, all that other good stuff. Thank y'all for showing up and all that stuff. Y'all have a good day.